Hi guys, this is Stella and your 9 tips how to choose the area where to stay in Bali. Okay, tip number 1. Choosing the area where to stay in Bali depends how long is your holiday. If it's 1 week or 10 days or 2 weeks, you can just stay in one area, base there and explore the island from there. If you stay longer than 2 weeks, I would suggest split your holidays and stay in the different regions in Bali to explore the real diversity of the island. Tip number 2. To choose the area where to stay in Bali, think what you expect from your holidays and what are usual habits of yours. For example, if you are coming with the family and looking primarily for like beach holidays, you should definitely look into Sanur. If you're a party person, you love like active social life, you love going to the restaurants, cafes, you should consider Seminyak or Canggu. If you are a true surfer who doesn't like the fancy life, nothing like that, just surfing all day long, just eat, sleep, surf, then you should stay in Bukit. If you are more into yoga, healthy life, vegan, vegetarian diet and stuff like that, then maybe you should consider Ubud. Tip number 3. To choose the area where to stay in Bali, you have also to consider whether you're gonna use a rental scooter or rental car. Because if you are not gonna rent anything and you are not feeling comfortable with driving in Southeast Asia, it's a left side driving here, then you should choose some areas where it's like everything is compact and you can get anywhere by foot. This is mostly Kuta and Seminyak, maybe a little bit of Canggu, but you have to really like dig deeply where you're gonna stay there, and also some parts of Sanur. Like in areas like Bukit, you won't be able to get anywhere by foot and you will definitely need to rent a scooter and something like that. And also taxis are not so good to be used in Bukit because there are not so many of them, or they are like limited to where they can go. But like in Seminyak, in Kuta, in Canggu, there are lots of taxis and transport services, and in Sanur obviously as well. Tip number 4, and this tip will be for surfers. So if you are looking into surfing in Bali all day long, you should consider either Bukit or Canggu. Bukit is famous for its like punchy reef breaks, left-handers, and those world famous waves like Uluwatu, Padang Padang, and Benguin. For those waves and for those surf breaks, you require some skill. So if you are a beginner, you might not be really liking staying in Bukit because you will be limited in where you can surf. If you are a beginner, I would suggest go to Kuta. That's the perfect beginner spot. Or if you are like more beginner intermediate, you can consider Canggu because it has some surf breaks where you can surf on the bigger board, on the long board. What else about Canggu? Canggu is very famous with beach breaks, with left-handers and right-handers. So if you are a beach break lover, you should probably consider Canggu. My next tip will be for the beach lovers. If you are looking at the beach kind of the holiday and you want to spend the most of the day like suntanning or swimming, so you should consider following areas. Number 1 choice would be Sanur for you, especially if you come with the family. You can swim there, the waves break far outside, so the water is calm and it's easy to swim even for small kids. The most beautiful beaches are in Bukit area, but sometimes in some of those beaches are not really swimmable because they have high surf. Places like Canggu are not for swimming at all because it might be dangerous there. Kuta and Seminyak are okay, but not so pleasant and not so beautiful in terms of the beach and swimming there. Okay, the next tip will be for people who are looking into more upscale place to stay. I know like we all come to Southeast Asia because we love the way how everything is here, but some people, they don't feel comfortable with that and they want something more safe, more secure, more like Western style. So in this case, if you are this kind of a person, you should consider Seminyak, because Seminyak, that's definitely the most upscale area of Bali. All sorts of fancy restaurants, like fancy resorts and other stuff. Another tip is for people who are really like playing an active nightlife, going out to the bars, restaurants and clubs. And if you are this kind of a person, you should consider only like 3 areas in Bali because the rest is rather quiet and not so much is going on. The number 1 choice will be like Seminyak, for, as I said, for those who like for more like upscale lifestyle and nightlife. For people who look more into like trendy stuff, like more hipster in this kind of vibe, they should definitely choose Canggu. Canggu is the most trendy area in Bali right now. And for people who want to have a nightlife but nothing fancy, nothing trendy, just go to the clubs, get drunk and dance all night long, like wearing flip-flops and other stuff, not thinking about like high heels as you would in Seminyak, then you should definitely consider Kuta. Kuta has a street called Legion. It has all sorts of crazy nightclubs and it's open every night, and the parties are like non-stop every day of the week, even on Sunday. Tip number 8, and this tip will be like entirely about Ubud. So Ubud is a very special place in the middle of the island, so it's far away from the beach, so you won't be able to go to the beach every day if you decide to stay in Ubud for your holiday. But what's the reasons for people to stay in Ubud? So basically it's like two kind of people stay there. The first ones are those who are into yoga, or they are into like self-development, looking for like yourself, your reasons why you are on this earth, and also into all kinds of healing, spa retreats, being by yourself, getting away from the big world and stuff like that. Second kind of people are usually like creative people. They really like Ubud because it has a very special vibe. It has lots of painting galleries, and there are lots of local and also international artists choose to live in Ubud. So the crowd there is really artistic, and I guess it will give you lots of inspiration for your own projects. So tip number 9, my last tip, how to choose the area where to stay in Bali. So if you want to come to Bali and stay as away as possible from the tourist areas, and you want to be surrounded by real, like authentic Bali and the nature and other stuff, so you should probably consider one of those areas. If you are looking more for the beach side, like coastal side area, then you should consider Chandidasa and Amed. Those places are very like peaceful and relaxed. You still get some of the tourist stuff there, like restaurants and hotels, and like you can find a guide, rent a scooter, but it's much more relaxed than the other, like especially southern part of Bali. Another areas to consider if you are not into the beach style holidays, but you are more into trekking, just like exploring the nature, walking around and stuff like that, then you should probably consider like areas like Munduk or Kintamani, or maybe like Sidimen in Karangasem. Okay guys, I guess that's it for today. See you next time. If you have any questions about Bali, ask in comments or just visit my blog baliblogger.info. Bye bye!